All right, Moxie, welcome to Senior Last Words. We do it every year. We just devote one of the last Moxies that we have to really allowing this senior class before they step out to speak to you guys, to just tell you guys some things they wish they had known a little bit younger, to maybe impart some wisdom to you that might make your time in middle and high school a little bit better. So we're going to have some fun. We had some chicken and waffles because we're having a delicious brunch, and we're just going to pick the seniors' brains and see, what is it that they've learned over these few years that might be helpful for you guys. All right, I've got Dakota Cason here with me. She's graduating from Union Grove. She's one of our senior girls, and she will be going to Georgia Southern to study sonography. And so I just wanted to know, you came to middle school, right? You're middle school.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade all the way up. Yeah. So sixth grade all the way up through Moxie, through growing up. What are you the most thankful for? Like, give me a laundry list. What are the few things that you're the most thankful for as you step out into this next chapter of your life?
I'm thankful for my support team, just my friends, and I've gotten to see who my true friends are, and I've gotten to grow a lot and get closer to God through the past 7 years. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah. What would you say, listen, you've been through a lot. Yeah. There's been a lot in your life. A lot has happened. You've gone through a lot of stuff that a lot of people have not gone through, which makes you pretty tough. So in light of like where you're at in life, the things that you've had to go through that other people have not had to go through, is there anything in particular that has been the most beneficial for you to like hold on to as you get through the hard times?
Again, I think that just has to do with a good support team, and I just pray about everything. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it always turns out okay. You just have to look at it like God has a purpose for it, and there's a reason behind it.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, give it up for Dakota, you guys. All right, so this is Caden Storm. He's one of our seniors, and he is graduating from Pike County High School. Is that the right name? Pike County High School. Pike County High School. Okay, yes. And then he's going to be going to UGA to study biology. So, Caden, what is your biggest dream? Like, you've come out of this period of time where you've got really from 6th grade on through 12th grade, everyone around you is telling you, like, you're about to get pushed into adulthood, and you're just going to rock it out. Yeah. And so you build these dreams. So like for you personally, like what are your biggest dreams for this next phase of your life?
I think coming out of college, I want to be financially stable. I want to be able to not have to worry. I just want to have a clear mind. I don't want to have as added stress after college because I know college is going to be stressful already. Yeah. So I think I just want to have a clear mind and not be stressing.
Yeah. How are you going to do that?
Stay on top of my grades, do internships, make sure that I'm getting all the knowledge that I need in college so that when I'm coming out, there's nothing I'm, confused or worried about.
Yeah. What are you the most anxious about for college?
Having to keep up with my classes. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a lot.
Without anybody?
And, without like an actual teacher. Yeah. You have to figure out myself, really.
Yeah,
have to
true.
Learn by myself, pretty much.
It's true.
So, yeah.
College professors don't care if you do your work or pass. They will just let you buy that class forever. You can fail it forever. So that's really good. That's valuable. I know right now, like everyone in your life, Moxie is bothering you about when homework is going to be done. But eventually that will stop. So build good habits now.
Yep.
Thanks, Caden.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. So this is Leah Jackson, and she is graduating from NCCA, and then she is going to ABAC to study animal science?
Animal science.
Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. Leah, you've gone through middle and high school. You're kind of at this jumping off point where you're going to head into college, and there's this new version of reality that you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
In the last 7 years, just through middle and high school.
Yeah.
What have been the most important things you've learned about responsibility that you wish you had known just when you were a little bit younger?
Responsibility is a really, really big important thing that you probably should learn in like elementary school, but we're too immature not to. But with like responsibility, it just gets you everywhere in life, and it helps when you're responsible. It helps you not be put in bad decisions, whether that's all the way in Midtown in Atlanta when your car gets stuck on the side of the road, or just remembering to do your mem beam on, for homework.
These seem like very specific examples.
Very specific examples, guys.
She's speaking from experience.
Yeah, don't get stuck in Atlanta in the ghetto.
Yeah.
With 2 other guy friends at 3:00 at night in Atlanta.
Yeah, just this is bonus for you also, as all the seniors go to college. Just in general, there's nothing good happening after like midnight.
No.
Just don't be out. Okay, so responsibility. It gets you far in life.
It does.
Takes you where you need to go.
It does.
Is there any time in particular? So for me particularly, the reason I picked this question is because, last semester, you came in and you were like, hey, I need to help out in some way.
Yeah.
And so you stepped in to help set up Moxie on a regular basis every week. And you did what you needed to do for your class, but you've continued to do it. You've really picked up that responsibility, and I appreciate that. And it has, literally, she's an example of how important responsibility is, because your small group material and the different things that we have out every week, they're there because of Leah, because she's actually taking responsibility. So tell her thanks when you see her, but don't be weird about it.
Yeah, I got y'all. If I mess up, sorry. I've probably done that many times, but it's fine.
All right, this is Ryan Ernest. He's one of our seniors. He's also at Pike County High School. He's graduating, and he is going to be becoming an electrician. He's actually going up to Pennsylvania to be trained, which is pretty cool. So here's the deal. You've been here for a while. Middle school, right? You're middle
Yes,
school.
sir.
Yeah, you got your little sister here. All right, so Ryan, you've been at Moxie for a while now. When it comes to Moxie, there are 2 major things that we put a lot of energy into. One of them is the large group time we spend together. One of them is a small group time that we spend together. So for you, as you've grown up with this small group, what are the most valuable things in your small group? What are the parts of your small group that are the most important to you?
It's just I always have people that I can talk to and that'll listen to me, and I don't have to worry about them going and saying something to someone else. Because other people, if I have friends, they could be fake or say something outside. But me as church, people don't really take your business outside of church. So
that's true.
I can just talk to whoever I want and say what I want.
That's true. That's true. So you feel like it really does feel like, because I know when I was your age, there would be times where I'd be like, I don't really know how to answer this question, but I also don't know who to ask this question to, because sometimes, especially for dudes, you don't want to ask a question that makes you look stupid. Even though you do it a lot.
Yeah.
But just having a good group of dudes where you can be like, hey, what's up with this? And they could be like, oh, I don't know. Or they can be like, oh, I do know. And it can be so helpful. Has there been any, in the midst of small group, have you guys had to really wrestle through any really hard conversations or anything like that you feel like, man, that really did change the way that I view my daily, where you're like, oh, I need to adjust some things or something like that?
I think we've talked about I know some people in our small group have gone through some things, and then that I might have gone through also.
Yeah.
And it makes me look at it another way. How Chris will tell them something that could help them, and that also helps me too, even though I don't have to speak up.
Yeah. No, that's very good. That's true. All right, give it up for Ryan. So this is Allie Jones. She is graduating from Strong Rock Christian School, and she will be going to Truett McConnell to study biology and also to play soccer, which is pretty cool. So you've been at Moxie for a while, and I know your brother's here now, which is pretty dope. When you're looking at your time here, when you're looking at the last 7 years of your life, what are the things that you wish you had, what are the things you wish someone had told you earlier? You just wish you had known them earlier. You already knew those things. Does that make sense? Those moments where you're just like, oh man, I wish I had known this 2 or 3 years ago. Are there any things in there that you think would be helpful for the underclassmen that are still in Moxie?
I definitely wish that I'd met Bobby earlier in life, because she just was very real and opened my eyes up to one thing she said was we spend time in life group talking about the daily drama of high school and stuff, and mentioned one time, like, if someone's thinking about or talking about what you're doing, they don't have much else going on to be worried about what your life is.
True.
So just like, if I had realized that sooner, it would have kept me from a lot of like friend breakups and overthinking and spending time worrying about what other people think about me. Then
the drama.
Yeah. Would have saved me from a lot of drama.
That is very good. If people are talking about you, it's because they're not as cool as you. Is that?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's probably more of a Chad version, but
yeah.
No, that's really good. So, Allie, thanks so much for sharing some of that with the younger generation. You guys, listen, small groups can be such a powerful place. And these grown-ups that are in there with you, they're there on purpose. Like Bobby is there with Allie because she wants to impact Allie's life in such a way that she doesn't have to learn the same kind of hard lessons that she learned, and also just to move her forward in her faith walk with Jesus. And so as you guys step into small groups and stuff, just be intentional with that time. I think every year that I've ever done this, the seniors always tell me they wish that they had gotten real earlier, or like it had just clicked earlier, because by the time it clicks, then it's like, oh, it's almost over.
Yeah.
And then it is over. So, just be intentional. So get it for Allie. So this is Braden Barrett, and he is graduating from Creekside Christian Academy, and he has plans to go to Kennesaw to study to be an NBA game analyst, which is pretty dope. So you've been in Moxie longer than I've been in Moxie, I think, at this point, since middle school. Really, probably you were running around before that, just because your family is pretty involved with church. But thinking about 6th through 12th grade, thinking about everything that you have been through, what would you say are the top one or two things that God has really taught you throughout the last 7 years? Like, what are the things where you're like, man, this has been so important for me to know? What do you think?
Definitely to stop lying. That was a big problem. So
great advice.
I've been doing a lot better with that.
That's good.
And just be more diligent in my walk with Christ. I feel like I kind of just go through the motions. Like, I mean, my family's been to church like all their life, but now that I have an actual drive to do so myself, especially now that I'll be living by myself, that kind of thing.
Yep. In the realm of Moxie, do you have like a particular memory, like something in particular where you're like, this was a hilarious thing, or this was such an important part of like me building faith or friendships or those kind of things?
I don't know. My first few weeks of Moxie in 6th grade, I met Caden Storm and Zane. He used to go here.
Yeah.
They were really good friends, and Caden still is. So I felt like a lot of people come into Moxie and they don't like, especially in 6th grade, or if you're just like new.
Yeah.
And the first thing isn't just like, I gotta make friends with all my people in life group.
Yeah.
But it that really helped to just immediately connect. And the fact that we did, like me and Caden went all the way to 12th grade.
Yeah.
And then the other people that joined a little later, like Jeremiah and stuff. And it feels tight, like good friendship.
Yeah. But on the off chance that there's someone in your friend group or your small group or your class that you just don't jive with.
Oh.
You just don't jive with them. What would be your advice?
I guess just continue to be nice and stuff. Don't make it dramatic. I mean, everyone has beef with somebody else, but it's like there's no reason to make it bigger than it needs to be. I guess if you can deal with it in private or like go on with it. I mean, I just don't be dramatic about it is really the only thing. Drama is just the dumbest thing ever.
That's true. You heard it here first, all right? Everybody, Braden, he told you. Everybody's got beef. You need to squish the beef, all right? And just get over it. Just chill. It doesn't matter. That's some sound advice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Braden. Give it up for Braden. All right, so this is Kaden Davis. She's one of our 12th graders. She is graduating from Union Grove, and she has plans to go to Georgia College next year, which is pretty dope. She has been at Moxie since 6th grade, so she's got plenty of experience here, and she's about to step into this new phase of life. So You know, you spend all this time as an underclassman on your way to 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? Then you're in 12th grade and you're like, boom, it's about to be the next thing. And it's really hard to explain to people that aren't where you're at yet how terrifying it can be, what the next thing is going to be or whatever. So super simple question.
Okay.
That probably a lot of the underclassmen haven't thought about. What are you the most afraid of next? Like, what are the things that you're afraid of?
Probably just being on my own. Just not, I mean, obviously I'll still have my parents to like lean on, but not really.
Right.
Because they're going to be like an hour away. But yeah, definitely just being on my own and like having to actually make decisions for myself.
Right.
So.
Are you living on campus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have to work?
Stranger. I probably, yeah.
You probably will.
Yeah.
So you're about to step into just like super busy schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm leaving everyone behind. So it's like hard.
Well, you can always visit
Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to be down here like every weekend.
all the weekends. All right. I'm going to ask you one more question. Where has Moxie had the biggest impact in your life?
Probably my shyness, or not really, because I'm still shy, but it's definitely helped.
Yeah.
Or just like being myself, or not being afraid to be myself.
Yeah. So for all of the underclassmen, is there anything you think would be the most valuable for them to know? Like if you were sitting, like, because you were there in 6th grade.
I was there.
When the seniors were talking to you and they were like, hey, here's the important things for you to know.
Right.
So this is your chance. What are the important things that they should know? Like, what's the one thing, like, boom, no matter what, if you don't remember anything else, remember this.
I feel like everybody says like the cliche, like don't let people influence you, or don't care what other people think about you, which is always true, but
That's hard.
yeah, it's like obviously follow that, but it's not easy at all.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, then that's great, but
All right. Well, give it up for Caden, everybody. So this is Grace Webb, and she is graduating from Strong Rock Christian School, and she is headed to Georgia College to study biology, which is pretty cool. She's actually been with Moxie for a year now. She stepped in. She's part of the worship team, and she's just awesome to have around. She's been a cool part of the senior girls. So you have gone through middle school, you've gone through high school, you're about to set off on this new adventure. So here is the question. Thinking about 6th grade through 12th grade through now, everything that's happened to you, all the lessons that you've learned, right? What's the number one thing that you wish someone had told you earlier?
It would probably be not necessarily that I wish they told me earlier, but that I'd actually listened.
Yeah.
Stop caring about what other people actually think about you, because the only opinion that matters is God's.
Yeah.
And that's especially in like worship.
Yeah.
I'm only worshiping one person. I'm only singing for one person.
Yeah.
And that made a difference because I stopped caring.
Yeah.
About other people's opinions and views of me.
And yeah, like that's true. Your perspective shifts. So, Grace, as you've gone through high school and you're about to step out, what would you say is the biggest thing that God has taught you over the last 4 years?
Know who your friends are and make sure they believe what you believe, because it's obvious when people don't.
Yeah. No, that's very good.
It's obvious when people are not, they don't put him first.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. And make sure they're loyal.
They're loyal.
Yeah, loyal friends, and make sure they put him first.
Yep.
Those are the two things.
That's good advice. Put lots of energy into picking your friends. Make sure they're loyal. Make sure your guys' value systems are in alignment. And that is actually super valuable. I would say I know a ton of adults who don't know how to do that. So if you can figure out how to do that now, that's going to be pretty great. So give it up for Grace. Hey, if you see one of these seniors tonight, say thanks just for them taking the time to come together and to just share some of the things from their heart that they thought might be helpful for you guys. And we appreciate you guys.